Today I'm going to be doing my November TBR, but first I want to do some announcements. So my November is really insane. I'm so sad I can't participate in NaNoWriMo. I've been trying to be a part of NaNoWriMo for 4 years, and it's never worked out because my November is always the busiest month of the year for me. I'm just gonna be so busy, and my November is so hectic that I don't think I'm gonna be reading much. I usually never read that much in November. Like every year I read like 1 book in November, sometimes not even that. And I also can't make my channel a priority this month. I'm so sad about that because I love Booktube so much. It's become such a big part of my life, and I'm just so sad that I can't make it a priority in November because I need to focus on other things that are more important than my channel. I'm really sad about it, but I'm not going to completely just disappear off of Booktube because I do have a pre-filmed video still need to post, and I also can do covers because covers are really easy for me to do. I have so many Phantom songs memorized and Hamilton songs that like those are really easy for me to do, and they don't even take that much time, so I can always do that. But don't worry, because in December I will for sure be back, and I have so many amazing videos planned for December. It's gonna be great. I am so pumped. So anyways, let's get started. My TBR is really ambitious. Why? I'm not gonna even read it. If I finish 1 book in November, I'll be happy. Why do I put so many on my TBR? But anyways, let's get started. First book I want to read in November is Persuasion by Jane Austen. This was on my TBR for September, I believe, because this was the ostentatious book of the month, and I read 10 pages in September and put it down. One of my Booktube friends, Julia from Julia Talks Too Much, she said that she wanted to read this, and I was like, oh my god, I've been trying to read this in September. Maybe if we like buddy read it, it would motivate me to pick it up. And she said, yeah, sure, let's buddy read it. So me and Julia are buddy reading it together. Get up again. I think I'm on chapter 5. Yeah, I'm on chapter 5, and I'm actually really liking it. I really struggled with Pride and Prejudice, and I did end up liking Pride and Prejudice, but I wasn't in awe. I wasn't like blown away with it. So I really wanted to pick up more Jane Austen, and I'm really happy to say that I'm actually really liking this book so far, and I can't wait to get more into it. Next book I want to read in November is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This is actually the book that we're reading for my book club. I started reading this in October, and I'm like 100 pages in, and I'm like so behind on the book club schedule. I'm the president, so I made the schedule myself. So I'm behind on my own schedule that I set for the club. I'm so ashamed of myself. But like I mentioned in my October wrap up, my October was insane. My November is gonna be worse, but my October was still pretty bad. So I didn't even read that much. So I really want to finish this book in November, hopefully. I hope. It's not bad or anything. I don't really know how I feel about this book because I'm only 100 pages in and not really anything has happened. I'm really excited to be reading this though. I've heard so many amazing things, and I really want to watch the movie, which I've also heard great things about. Next, I want to read Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So I went to the first book signing stop in the US for this book. I vlogged it. It's coming out soon, hopefully. I have like an hour's worth of footage for that video. Amy and Jay are just the most hilarious people ever, and I absolutely freaking love them. So it's gonna be a long video, and it might take me a while to post. But anyways, this is the second book in the Illuminae Files series, and I loved Illuminae so much. I did a review for it, and that was like one of the best books I read in 2016. And this is gonna be the Booksplosion book of the month for November. So I am so excited to be reading this, and hopefully I can read it in time for the live show. I'm also gonna get the audiobook because the audiobook for the first one was, oh my god, the best audiobook I have ever heard, without a doubt. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the first one. I'm gonna read it and listen to the audiobook at the same time. I'm just so excited for this. Illuminae was phenomenal, and I freaking love Amy and Jay. The last book I want to read in November is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. So this is gonna be part of my TBR Jar Pick of the month. The one I picked was Read a Book Someone Picked for You. So I asked my friend Emma to pick a book for me, and the book she she picked was this one. She's a huge fan of Jenny Han, and like her, I am ashamed of myself that I have not read this yet. I even met Jenny Han. I have this book signed. I did karaoke with Jenny Han, and I still have not read this book. I am ashamed of myself. I'm really happy my friend picked this book for me because I need to get through it already. I made a bunch of new friends, and one of my new friends is a really big fan of Jenny Han too, and she's just like, read this book already! And I'm like, I know! And just after finishing A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Calavera, I was such in a mood for contemporary, so I'm really excited to read this. After I finish Persuasion or The Book Thief, I don't know, I'm in the middle of both of them and I need to finish them, but I'm reading them so slowly. After I finish one of those, I'm gonna start reading this one right away because one, it's really short and it's Jenny Han, and so I'm really excited about reading this. I loved the first book so much. It was one of my favorite books of 2015, so I'm so excited. The last book I want to try to read in November is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition. I read this book when I was really little. If you want to know my Harry Potter story, go check out my 1 year on Booktube video. But anyways, I put this on my October TBR and I failed to read it. And Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is coming out so soon. I'm gonna try to read it in November, but probably is not gonna happen. I'm not super annoyed with myself though, because even if I don't finish it in November, I can always read it in December for Merry Christmas to You. So hopefully I can get through this book in November, but if not, December is always an option. These are all the books I plan to read in November, along with Harry Potter. I don't know why I have such an ambitious TBR. Like, let's be real, I'm not even gonna read all these books. Anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. All my social media links are down below. My Goodreads, my Twitter, my Instagram. Comment down below, what books are you reading in November? Awa!